Hello there, this is Brian the Blob, and welcome back to my wool game tutorial. And in this episode, we are going to build the delivery system, that is the rails and circuits that are going to provide for delivering the three different colored wools from three different destinations back into the chest. So, let's get started. We are going to start by putting a walkway here that we can work from. And so by standing here, it needs to go into the back here. So what we need is 4 hoppers coming this way. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to put the hoppers on the top here. Then we stagger out, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total. Yep, so this way, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, there we go. And then actually after that we're going to do 2 more and out this way, and you'll see why that is in a second. So now that we have that walkway, we can just land here, and we're going to hold down the shift key and put the hopper into the back of the chest. And 1, 2, 3, 4 hoppers. Walk away a little bit, and then into the back of that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the back of that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is going to be where our rail comes in. So we're going to have, let's just put 3 out that way, and then on this side one here, 1, 2, 3, and then this one, 1, 2, 3. So if we just jump in here, on top of here, you're going to hold the shift key down and place powered rail, and then 2 regular rail, and then 1 detector rail. Do that the same for the others. Oops. So back up a little bit here. So there's the powered rail, regular rail, and detector rail. And again over here, I'm going to put on the powered rail, regular rail, and detector rail. Okay. So then behind each of the powered rails, we're going to want to put a block like that. Actually on here, I apologize, that the block needs to be on top of this hopper. So there, like that. So if we come up here and down and back up a little bit, there we go. Okay. So now, coming out of the back of there, we're going to need 2 squares, 1, 2, like that. And here 2, 1, 2. Because what we're going to have is a repeater going in there and a dab of dust. Repeater and dab of dust. Repeater and dab of dust. This is going to power the rail from here. And to do that, we actually don't need this one. We're going to put come down 2 blocks like that, knock this one back out, and add a torch on the end. So that provides power to this block, which lights the dust, which does the repeater, which lights the rail. And we're going to do that for the other 2 also. 1, 2, and put a torch on there, and this one. So 1, 2, oh, not there, 2, and a torch. Okay, and then after that, what we're going to do is going to put a line down another one, and then across 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if we counted right, that 6th one should be right underneath the detector rail. There, like so. And we're going to run a line of dust into there. That is going to, so when the detector rail is pressed with a minecart coming on top of it, it's going to light this, which is going to extinguish this torch, which of course will unpower the rail. That's how that works. So now we're going to do the same here. Just down 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, just power that with redstone dust. Or rather, lay out a redstone dust circuit. It's really what I mean. Again, we don't really need the end one. And then do the same here. Now, here we just have to be a little bit careful. I'll show you, because we get a bit of crosstalk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here, now if you'll notice, we've got crosstalk right here. So to fix that, we can either put a block here, or we can just reroute this one with, where are we, white wall. There, we can come down this way. Oh, not there. There. Right, that fixes that. Okay, so we've now put the routing from the detector rail. Now this is going to come out this way, so we're just going to do that just to show where it is. We might have to reroute it a little bit. But for now, let's put the rail on there. Okay, so like that. And then for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to come down this way, and then this way, and then start coming down. 1, 2. Let's do 3, and then down, so that we eventually hit ground level here, like that. So this is going to look like that. This rail is going to come down this way. And so this is going to connect up to the bunker. Eventually it's going to head off in this direction and connect up with that far bunker over there. So that's where that one will go. Now for the control circuit, what we need is a comparator that comes out of this hopper, so that when there is something in the hopper, it will power this, and that will have this signal here and here. And now we're going to take that signal down, so we're just going to come underneath here and place a block here, and then one here. And if you just kind of squeeze in there, you should be able to see that that is now going to join up like that. So when there's something in the hopper, this is going to power this signal, which is going to hold that signal down. So when the minecart comes in here, this is going to activate the redstone dust and switch the circuit off, and then while the stuff in the hopper still, as the cart is unloading, it will hold that signal down, and the cart will remain there until it is empty, and then it will reignite and get kicked off. And so we're doing exactly the same thing for the other two rails. So there we go. Going to do that, which is going to be a comparator here and a repeater here. 2 lines of dust, and then we're going to come down underneath. Oh, there, and then like so, and join that up with dust. And this one also, just going to place a block in there, so that's going to come out of the side and here. 1, 2, and then down 1, 2, and on the end there. So with the comparator right here, and the repeater right here, and then the dust, and down to finish that circuit. Now, of course, if you remember from one of the earlier tutorials, one of the things that I mentioned was a problem was that when these are powered, the block here is powered, but also the hopper underneath is powered, which means that it won't pass anything through. So when this one is unloading from here, we also need to switch off the power from these two. Let me just change the time here. Okay, so to do that, what we're going to do is we're just going to add a couple of circuits here, or rather just lay a line across there and put a repeater so that when this circuit is active holding this torch off, it will also switch this one off, and in fact it will also do this one here. Same thing, just acting as a diode. And that should be that. One other thing I should mention is to make sure that the cart gets all the way up to the top, we need to provide a little bit of a boost. And so if we add a redstone torch right here and a powered rail above it, that should solve that problem. Okay, so having done that, we are going to bring this next one down. And then finally, this end line is just going to come down. Actually, with this we don't need to be quite this far. We can start coming down already here. And eventually it's going to connect up to the bunker in the bottom corner there. Okay, so having done that, oh yeah, mustn't forget the torch on this one, so we'll just put one in here. That's probably good in there. Okay, so that is getting the rail down onto the ground. So the last little section that we need to do is to have the minecart go up and unload first, and then on its return down this slope go in, detour into the hopper system there to collect any wool that may have been deposited before finally heading back out to its destination at the other end of the track. And so for that, what we're going to do is we're going to have this curve like that, and then we're going to have a detector rail, and then we're going to have this come this way. So this is the first thing to do. We will be coming out like this. The next thing is that to realize that we want this to be a junction where the switching is going to happen, and we need to make sure that it is oriented the right way. And what I mean by that is, in its steady state, either with power applied or not applied, we need to make sure that this curve will take it up the hill first. Okay, so in this particular case, because of the orientation, we need to have power applied, which means that what we want to do is to have the circuit come this way, and have the line from the detector rail come through, oh no, too far, underneath here. So we're going to go down underneath that rail so that we can join this up like so. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, like that. Which means that when we have a cart run across here, it will switch the points. But so when it comes back down the hill, it will go this way. Now that we've done that, we can just join up this one with this one, and I guess we could go make it square. There we go. And there we are. Now we can test this by putting in a cart and a block and a button. So let's see, we want a button and a cart. So place the cart on there, and let's make this interesting. We'll actually have something for it to pick up. So if we go look at this first pickup circuit, we already can see from the lit circuit there that there's something waiting in that hopper, so that's good. That will be wool to be picked up, but we also want to deliver some wool. So for that we are going to pick, say, lime green, and let's put a little bit of that in there. 16 in there. Okay, let's just double check that we've got everything wired. So, oh yeah, we'll actually need to give this a boost here. So I like to put in just a double line here. Where are we? This will be double boost. So that'll be 2 of those. And in fact, we could just well, no, let's just keep it simple here. For now, we'll do this. In the actual world, when we build in the real world, we will we'll make sure that that's hidden. Although I don't know what I'm talking about, because this is all going to be underground and hidden anyway. So, all right. So let's give this a whirl. Oh, where'd my button go? I guess I forgot to actually place it. Okay. There we are. One button, and up it goes. And it is dumping its wool. And now it's going to do its collection here. Need to make sure that it's got enough oomph to reach that double, and there we go. So now we have our pink wool, and we just need to verify that we have delivered our green wool here. And there it is, 16 green wool. Okay, so now we just do the same for the remaining 2 lines, and we will be good to go. And put something in here. I guess the green wool will work again. And just verify that it makes it right up to the top, that it does its unload, and that it gets kicked off again. And goes in to pick up from the center. There's actually nothing to be picked up, if you remember. It's empty. Wow, that's going a little slow there. We may need to just put in a bit of a boost in here. Okay, so let's put one there, and a powered rail just to make sure that that makes it all the way back to the exit here. Okay, so nothing in here. Let's put another 16 green wool in there, and well, we could do it through the hoppers, but for now I'm just going to through the water channel. But for now I'm just going to put something in here. Pink wool, right? So pink wool. We're going to put well, not all 64. Let's do 16 there, lit, and test this one more time. There. All that effort and end up just knocking that button right off the wall. Okay, go. Off it goes, up to the top, and unloads. And then back down and round the corner. And loads. Should see that circuit go out in just a second. There it goes, and back out. And so now we can check here. Yep, there's our 16 pink wool. And if we go back into the bunker, we should be able to see our 16 plus 16 is 32 green wool. Great. Second one down. And so now all we need to do is the last one. And finally, just putting in some, let's see, red wool and into that, and press the button. And there it goes, sits, unloads the red wool, goes and picks up whatever's in that hopper, comes back, and we can verify we have some pink wool in there, and we should have red wool inside here. There we go. So there you have it, folks. We have now completed this bunker in the top corner here in the northwest, and all that remains to be done is to connect this up to its neighboring bunkers. But we will leave that for another episode. So for right now, I will bid you adieu and see you in the next episode.